Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm Wendell. We are following some of our top stories this morning, but first, we start with an early warning weather alert. A winter weather advisory has been issued for all of Connecticut. Let's send it right over to meteorologist Scot Haney for a first check on the forecast with the timing of the snow and how much we could see today, Scott.
Hey, Wendell, how are you? Good morning, everybody. We are taking a look at a long-duration storm today and tomorrow. So over the course of the next 36 hours, we're going to be dealing with periods of snow, light to moderate snow. There's nothing going to be too heavy as waves of low pressure pass offshore just to the south of Connecticut. Primarily snow, where it's tracking a little bit further to the south. And that means we're in the cold air sector, which means mostly snow, hardly any mixing for us. As Wendell just mentioned, there is a winter weather advisory in effect for all 8 counties and beyond our borders. Now, there are a few icy spots out there this morning, so please slow down. We had a little bit of snow come in between about 3 and 5 this morning. Lightly snowy in the greater Waterbury area and in parts of northeast Connecticut, and there's a little bit of ice from yesterday's melting snow. Had an opportunity to refreeze overnight, so just be careful. Our Doppler is dry for now. As you can see, even a little sun trying to make its way through the overcast conditions in Hartford with a temperature of 23 degrees and a wind out of the north-northeast at 5, and that does make it feel a little bit cooler. You'll notice the icons stay just cloudy through about 11 o'clock this morning, and then by noontime we start to see some snow breaking out, and temperatures today will only top out in the upper 20s, maybe some low 30s along the shoreline with once again that snow breaking out. It'll break out a little bit sooner in southwest Connecticut and then follow suit across the rest of the state. Temperatures this morning between 18 and 19 in northwest Connecticut. Low 20s just about everywhere else, and there is a bit of a breeze, 5 to 8 to 12 miles an hour, and that'll make it feel a little bit colder out there, like it's in the mid to upper teens. A lot of 16s out there. Bridgeport, New Haven, Meriden, Chester, Groton, so 13 in Danbury. That's cold. All right, so here are your headlines. Cloudy start with a couple of flurries, maybe a snow shower between now and about 11 o'clock this morning, and then snow today, this afternoon, snow tonight. It'll taper off tonight for a little period of time, and then it's back with us overnight tonight through tomorrow. So it's not going to be snowing the entire duration of the next 36 hours, that's for sure. A little bit of snow, and it's appearing on our regional radar. That's not reaching the ground, so we'll keep you posted. But according to early warning futurecast, tomorrow's weather today, we start to see that snow pushing into the state around 11 o'clock noontime today for southwest Connecticut, and then it quickly advances across the state. So by 5 o'clock, you have some light to moderate snow coming down for the evening rush hour. Then tonight, here's that little bit of a lull. At 9 o'clock, you're going to be looking out the window going, where's the snow? Where's the beef? Where's the snow? Well, it is coming back after midnight tonight through tomorrow morning. This is 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. And then during the day tomorrow, we'll deal with periods of snow, light to moderate, on and off throughout the day, right on into tomorrow evening. So you can expect anywhere from 4 to 6, 7, maybe an isolated 8-inch total in parts of the state, but we'll trend more towards the lighter sides here, 4 to 5 to 6 inches of snow as a general statewide average. Daytime highs today, mid to upper 20s. This is below average and cold enough to support mostly snow. 6:42, the sun was up, sets at 5:28. Good luck trying to find it. And then your 7-day forecast includes more snow tomorrow, light to moderate. It all ends by tomorrow evening. And then the weekend looks good, Saturday and Sunday. And then there could be some snow around Monday and Tuesday, the result of another system that's going to get ready to push into the state. So that could be a little bit of problematic on Monday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we're talking about temperatures in the low 40s. So it's going to get back closer to normal with partly to mostly sunny skies for Tuesday and Wednesday. All right, that's just a quick check of your early warning forecast. I hope you have a great, safe, and healthy Thursday. Wendell will send it back to you.
Breaking news in New London this morning. The search is on to find a suspect after a 17-year-old was shot and killed. Police found that young man's body at Grand and Elm Streets just before 6:30 last night. Investigators believe that shooting was targeted. If you have any information, New London police want to hear from you. To the COVID and coronavirus in Connecticut now, the numbers are trending in the right direction. The state's positivity rate has fallen to the lowest number it's been since mid-October. Right now, it's at 1.58%. Still, 27 more deaths were reported in just the past 24 hours. And since the pandemic hit, more than 7,400 people have died here in Connecticut from COVID-19. Right now, as the infection rate falls, hope is rising. Hundreds of parents and students in Wallingford are asking school district leaders to bring back the senior prom. Eyewitness News reporter Roger Suzanne has an update.
Amy Connery knows how difficult the pandemic has been for seniors at Sheehan High School like her son.
They're just missing out on these things they'll never get back.
Now, as the state's infection rate continues to drop and capacity inside event spaces is set to increase to 100 people in mid-March, she feels the time is right to bring back senior prom. So she started a petition.
This is their chance to see their friends, to, make some memories before they all leave.
So far, a lot of people agree. About 400 people have already signed. Sheehan principal Enzo Zacco has had discussions with student leaders and supports the idea, but says whether or not the prom takes place will be determined by health guidelines.
And I want the kids to really know that we're thinking about them and trying to provide the best experiences possible under the guidelines that we will have to meet for social gatherings.
Roger Suzanne, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
There's a push from Connecticut educators to get vaccinated sooner rather than later. The state's largest teachers union is urging Governor Lamont to speed up the process for teachers. Even though measures like masks and social distancing are in place at many schools, but teachers say those guidelines are not always followed.
I cannot tell you how many tears I've shed for students that want to be in the building, but don't want to be the one to cause any one of their educators to be sick or worse.
The governor says teachers and staff are a priority, but demand for the vaccine still greatly now exceeds supply. The plan right now is to vaccinate teachers along with other frontline workers in early March. President Biden's trip to a Pfizer vaccine facility in Michigan has now been postponed until Friday. It's due to the winter storm that's now hitting our nation's capital. And treacherous weather conditions nationwide continue to delay vaccine shipments across the nation. Channel 3's Deborah Alfarone is in Washington breaking down the latest on the federal response to this pandemic.
Snow and ice blanketing much of the U.S. is expected to delay vaccine deliveries and distribution for days. Vaccine centers in several hard-hit states have had to temporarily close, and others are canceling appointments.
We're in this ridiculous situation. We have massive ability to give people vaccination, but right now we're running out again.
The nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, expects shots to be available for all Americans by July, but says it may take longer for everyone to get inoculated.
How long it will take to vaccinate people will really depend upon the efficiency with which you get doses into people's arms.
The U.S. is vaccinating an average of 1.7 million Americans per day, up from 1 million a day 1 month ago, putting President Biden on track to surpass his goal of 100 million shots in his first 100 days in office. He met with a group of labor union leaders at the White House yesterday, in part to sell his $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan.
The pandemic relief plan will top the agenda when Vice President Kamala Harris sits down virtually today with an all-female group of business leaders and members of Congress.
Meanwhile, a group of scientists sent an open letter to the Biden administration demanding better ventilation and required use of N95 masks in high-risk workplaces.
The reason we're changing masks or encouraging better masking, for one, is that this new variant that's coming in is much more transmissible.
Federal prosecutors have begun an investigation into how New York Governor Andrew Cuomo's administration handled nursing home deaths during the pandemic. The governor maintains the state didn't cover up deaths, but should have moved faster to release information. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Washington.
That is our time for now. Thank you so much for watching Eyewitness News on this Thursday morning. Remember, you can get news and weather updates anytime on the Channel 3 app. Have a great day.